Hello and welcome you all to the fresh episode of Defense Fallout. Today we are going to discuss in detail about the new induction into the Indian Navy, that is INS Mormugao. INS Mormugao is a part of the Vishakhapatnam class destroyers. It's a 7,500 ton destroyer class warship commissioned on 18th of December 2022. The warship is the derivative of the Kolkata class destroyers with a much stealthy design. So there is not much any visible difference between both these classes, that is the Vishakhapatnam class and the Kolkata class destroyers. So if you are confused with the term class, a specific class of warship means that the warship of those class share similar characteristics or have most of the avionics or the radars, the weapon systems, everything will be similar in that particular class of warships. So here the Vishakhapatnam class, that is INS Vishakhapatnam, INS Mormugao, and further warships, all these warships have similar characteristics, and also they are very similar to the Kolkata class. In Kolkata class we have three warships, that is INS Kochi, INS Chennai and INS Kolkata. So these three warships also have similar characteristics. So here the INS Mormugao, which is the part of the Vishakhapatnam class destroyers, have similar characteristics with the Kolkata class destroyers. So there is not much visible difference. The only difference is the bridge section or the forward section, which is more streamlined in shape, making it much less visible on the radars. So apart from that, both of the warship class are very similar. You can just consider the Vishakhapatnam class destroyers as the further order of the Kolkata class destroyers. So when it comes to this particular warship specifically, that is INS Mormugao, it is laid down on 4th of June 2015 and it was launched into the sea on 17th of September 2016, and it was officially handed over to the Indian Navy on 24th of November 2022 and it was inducted on 18th of December 2022. So this is a guided missile destroyer. So the main armament is the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, and it could as well carry other missiles in the future, such as the Nirbhay subsonic missiles. And when it comes to the displacement of this warship, it is a 7,400 ton warship. It's it comes under the destroyer class. When it comes to the propulsion of the warship, it uses combined gas and gas propulsion, which that is the combination of two gas turbine engines. It uses two Zoria M36E gas turbines with 4 DT59 reversible gas turbine engines, and also it uses a GRSC KVM diesel engines. And when it comes to the speed, it could achieve 30 knots, that is 56 km an hour, with a range of 7,400 kilometers. So to achieve this range, it has to travel at 18 knots or 33 km per hour. So when you go at top speeds, then the range of the warship automatically decreases. So if you maintain the speed, that is around 18 knots or 33 kilometers an hour, the endurance of the warship is around 45 days. That means for 45 days it can survive without any refueling or maintenance. That is what the endurance of the warship. And it needs 300 crew, that is 50 officers and 250 sailors. That is the requirement to operate this warship at its full potential. When it comes to the sensors and their processing systems, which is the main electronic systems of the warship, it carries one IAI MF S-band AESA radar, which is an Israeli radar. So this is the same radar which we use on INS Vikrant, which is India's aircraft carrier, the first indigenous aircraft carrier, and also in the Kolkata class destroyers. And when it comes to this radar specifically, it's an S-band radar. It has the range between 300 to 450 kilometers, that is 140 nautical miles to 280 nautical miles for high altitude fighter size aircraft. And it could track a sea skimming missile like the Tomahawk or the BrahMos. It could track them at a range of 25 kilometers. And to be more specific of its tracking directions in elevation, that is vertically, it could track from minus 20 degrees to plus 85 degrees, and in azimuth, that is horizontally, it could uh, track a target from 0 to 360 degrees. So it also uses a BEL L-band air search radar. It also uses a Terma Tata Scanter 6002, which is an X-band surface search radar. When it comes to its sound navigation and ranging, which we know it as the name with the name SONAR, that it uses a BEL Hamsa NG active passive sonar, which is an indigenous sonar, and it uses a BEL Nagin active towed array sonar. So it uses both fixed sonar and also a sonar like a towed sonar. So difference between the Kolkata class and the Visakhapatnam class is that in the Visakhapatnam class the sonar is placed at the bow, but in the Kolkata class it is placed at the center of the warship. So that is the difference between both the warships. When it comes to the electronics and the other systems, it uses a DRDO developed combat management system, DRDO's Shakti electronic warfare suite with electronic support measures and electronic countermeasures, and also with a radar fingerprinting system, which is very technical, and we would discuss about this in any other video. And when it comes to other decoys, it uses DRDO communication intelligence systems. It uses Kavach decoy launchers, which was in news 2 years back, and it also uses Marich torpedo countermeasures. When it comes to armament, it uses 32 vertical launch systems for the Barak 8 surface-to-air missiles. The Barak 8 can intercept a target between 80 to 120 kilometers. And comes to the anti-ship warfare and anti-surface warfare. So for both these roles, it uses one single missile, that is BrahMos supersonic missile. So it carries 16 in number. So many people have the doubt that it is way too underarmed because the Chinese, the Israeli and the American use a lot more VLS launchers for the anti-ship and anti-surface role. So the thing is, the Tomahawk or other kind of missiles which the West uses, they are especially the subsonic or cruise missiles, and even though if they're supersonic, they're not as maneuverable or as agile as the BrahMos missiles. So there's even their single hit probability is like the hit probability is very low, and also their single hit damage is very on the it's on the lower side. When it comes to the BrahMos, it has a high hit probability, it is very maneuverable, very agile, and at the same time, at the single hit, it can destroy an entire warship. It could be as big as a destroyer or a cruiser, and it could easily destroy it. So 16 missiles, you could think that it can destroy 16 warships at a time. And when it comes to the anti-submarine warfare, it uses 4 533mm or 21-inch torpedo tubes and 2 RBO 6000 anti-submarine rocket launchers. So this is very exact same as the what we use it on Kolkata class destroyers. And at the same time, it uses Otto Melara 76mm naval gun, which can fire 85 rounds a minute or 120 rounds in super rapid mode. And also for close-in weapon systems, it uses 4 AK-630M CIWs, that is close-in weapon system, and also it uses 2 OFTs and that is M2 stabilized remote controlled gun. And when it comes to the aviation facilities, it carries 2 HL Dhruv or Seeking Mark 42 helicopters, and it has all the facilities to accommodate these 2 helicopters. So it has an inbuilt hangar and a flight deck capable of accommodating these 2 multi-role helicopters. So that's it for today. Hope you liked the video. Thank you, Jay.